Welcome to Marketing in Your Car, the podcast for funnel hackers everywhere. You are now part of a small group of underground entrepreneurs who are trying to change the world through the products and the services that we believe in. But because we don't rely on venture capitalists, we don't have financial safety nets. So we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We do that through an art and a science we call funnel hacking. Now, this podcast will give you a glimpse at the daily life of a funnel hacker. So let's get started. What's up, everybody? This is Russell, and I want to welcome you to Marketing in Your Car. I hope that everyone is doing amazing today. So tomorrow's my birthday, which I'm really excited about, and at the same time, I'm a little nervous in a good way. For those of you guys who are at Funnel Hacking Live, well, let me step back. So I talk a lot about this. Like, I'm a big believer in, first off, competition, which is, I did a whole podcast on that a little while ago. Which most of you guys like. I had one or two who were a little offended, but you know, that's, yeah, whatever. But I like to compete, and if there's not something to compete against, then it's not even fun for me. So it's like, I got to find somebody and then go and compete towards that, right? And then we also talk a lot about the attractive character and creating us versus them and creating things like that. And it's funny, I was at, last week I was at Dean Graciosi's affiliate mastermind. So everyone who sold his book got together as mastermind, and Ryan Levesque and I were talking about, I was talking about building mass movements and culture and those things we talk about. And he was asking me if I had heard about, I can't remember the guy's name even, I have to go back and look at it. And I was like, no. He's like, you should go study his stuff on that. He talks all about, like, I think it was like 12 phases in a revolution. And like one of them was like, Topple The Dictator. And like, that's a big part of it. And so for us, it's like, all right, so we can be nice and just, you know, not compete and, you know, compete secretly, or we can like bring our entire community in on this and make it a big deal. And so, of course, I decided to make it a big deal because that'd be more fun, right? And so, you know, the goal in like the next step here in us building this revolution, the ClickFunnels revolution, is toppling the dictators. Who's the dictator? Well, for us, we had to find a common enemy, and it really right now, which it won't be after we pass them, but for now it's Infusionsoft was the common enemy. And so the Funnel Hacking Live event, I did a presentation called Follow-Up Funnels, and we talked about trying to get everybody to be all in. In fact, about I'mAllIn.com is like the domain name that everyone goes to like say I'm all in. And when they're all in, it means using ClickFunnels, ActionNetics, you're getting rid of Confusionsoft and low-key pages and all these other things, which is kind of a joke from those who were at the event. And so it's been fun. And so what was interesting is that most of the people at the event, most of you guys know you ran the back and you went all in. You got the t-shirt that says "We are not Confusionsoft." You got the temporary tattoos. You got "I build funnel" stickers, like all these amazing cool things. And so while that's awesome, we wanted to keep that going. And so tomorrow on my birthday, we're going to be we're going to actually take the presentation from the event and we're going to Facebook Live it. And so not just the 1,500 people who were in the room, but potentially hundreds of, but you know, hopefully at least 100,000 people or more are going to see that presentation the next week or so, which should hopefully get a lot of people to go all in ClickFunnels, upgrade to ActionNetics, and stop dinking around with all these other crappy tools and just using what we've built for them. And so I'm excited for that. But at the same time, it's kind of makes you nervous because you're like, we're putting it out there. We're putting low-key pages and Confusionsoft out there, and I know. Well, I'm interested. Either I know I'll get some annoyed people, especially some of my friends that own these other businesses, and I'm curious what'll happen, if they'll just blow it off, if they'll contact me. Anyway, who knows? But you know, the reality is, like, that's like, if you're gonna build a revolution and a culture and like all these kind of things, like, you can hide behind it and not talk about it, or you can make it a big deal and bring your community in on it. And I think it's more fun to do that. So anyway, I'm excited for tomorrow. So if you haven't seen that yet, stay tuned, and I'm pretty sure I'll put it on followupfunnels.com or I'mAllIn.com, somewhere that presentation will be, in case you want to go see it, in case you missed it. You have a chance to kind of see what follow-up funnels are, how it's the future. We're no longer talking about email funnels. That was an old opportunity. The new opportunity is follow-up funnels, and what's possible inside of ActionNetics is second to none. And so that's what we're really, really excited about. And excited to share with everybody. So, and with that said, I'm at the office, but the other cool thing today is I'm filming. We sold Fill Your Funnel, and I wanted to comment on one thing, because the podcast, I kind of did a recap of the event that went for 40 minutes or so. I talked about how, like, some of the things like follow-up funnels did better than I thought, and then like Fill Your Funnel didn't do as well as I thought. And it didn't do bad. Like, it like for all intents and purposes, it did really, really good. But obviously, I always have big goals for myself and what I'm expecting and things like that. And I don't think it was executed perfectly on my side, which I take total, I totally, it's my fault. And I'm okay with that. But what's cool about it is that we still sold over 100 people that got into Fill Your Funnel, which is our new traffic course. And today I'm actually all dressed up. Today I'm about to go into the studio and start recording a lot of the product and stuff for that, which is going to be pretty cool. And so anyway, but I got an email yesterday because I notified everyone we're having a new Facebook group and we let everybody in. And somebody messaged me and said, "Hey Russ, I'm excited for follow too many funnels, Fill Your Funnel, follow-up funnel, blah, funnel hacks, funnel hacking live." I gotta come with different names, huh? Anyway, they said, like, how excited they were, and they said, "Sorry, you didn't sell as many as you hoped for, but we're really excited to be part of this." And I kind of thought for a second, I was like, oh, like I didn't want anyone to take what I said as that, like that I didn't sell as many as I hoped for, because that wasn't what I was frustrated about. I was frustrated about myself and like the fact that the presentation was good, but it wasn't great yet. But the cool thing about this is why I preach this all the time to everyone's like, we do our presentations over and over and over again. Like, that was my first time ever doing that presentation. And from it, like, I intimately, like when you're standing in front of 1,500 people and you do a presentation, you feel the energy of the room really, really fast. And so I know what parts were like slower and sticking points that didn't get people to move. I know what things did really, really well. And from that, I know what tweaks and changes I need to make. And so for me, it's actually a really good thing. Like, I did it. And now it's like, okay, now that I did it, now I know what changes and tweaks I need to make. And then that presentation, after I perfect it, that'll be something we use for forever. And it'll bring hundreds of people a month for hopefully the next 10 years or more. And so don't feel bad. Like, it was the learning experience. I was just frustrated at myself. But now that I've done it, now I know, now I can affect it and I can change it. So for a lot of you guys who, I think a lot of us get stuck in the fear mode. I've got a bad habit that has helped me, luckily served me well, but I'm not that good at like planning and preparing and stuff like that. So usually, like, I set a deadline and then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, the deadline's here, we gotta go. And then I pull an all-nighter and then we just do it. And half the time it doesn't do well, and half the time it does awesome. I'd say it's more than half the time. The majority of the time it doesn't do well the first time. But what's cool is I just did it. And it's like I just jumped off the cliff and like, oh, and then on the way I'm like building, a parachute, trying to figure it out, and then we land and we're like, that hurt. Broke my leg, but like now that the parachute's built, I can go do it again, right? And you jump off and then you just perfect the parachute every single time. Does that analogy make any sense? I don't even know if it does, but yeah. So that's kind of the the concept as a whole, and yeah. So hopefully that again, don't anyone feel bad for me, but hopefully it motivates you to be like, sweet, all right, I can do that. I'm gonna go jump off the cliff, and my first webinar is gonna crash and burn, or it's gonna do okay, but I can't fix it until I know what's wrong. And so I have to get rid of that fear that's like holding me back and just run off the cliff and jump. And the better you get at that, the better you'll be in life, the better you'll be in business. But like, think about everything that's been like meaningful in life. Like, I think about my marriage. Like, yeah, that was scary to get married, but like I was just like, I love her, so all right, let's go. And we just ran, jumped off the cliff, right? And maybe this is, in Mormon time it's a little different, but like I met my wife I met her on Halloween. I met her on Halloween, so October. We hung out at the house a few times, and then January we went on our first date. April we were engaged, in August we were married. So it was less than a year from meeting to thing. And I was like so annoyed at the timeline, because I was like, we went on a date in January, like by March we should be engaged or something. Like, what's taking so long, right? It wasn't until April, and it was like definitely, on my side I was all like, I'm ready to jump off the cliff. And she's like, I don't know, you're a little kid, and it's funny, she asked one of my friends, she's like, do you think Russell will like be able to support me if we get married? It's kind of funny looking back now, but like there's fear, right? And so most of us, we have so much fear, we wait and we wait and we wait, and then we just miss out on these amazing things. And it's like, I think I've become really good at like, I want that thing, I'm scared, but I want it more, so I just run and I jump. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever like jumped off, like cliff jumped or whatever, and it's like the longer you stand up there, the harder and the harder it is. The easiest to get there, like, I'm scared, and run, you jump, and then you just jump. And I think that in most things in life, like, that's what we got to become better at, is just like letting fear go away and then just looking at what you want and then running and jumping. And typically you're going to get beat up and bruised from the fall, but after you made that jump, you're like, that wasn't that bad. My parachute's half built now, I'm gonna do it again. This time I'll actually be done by the time I'm finished. And then it just gets better and better and better. So that's what I got today. Hope that helps you guys. I'm going to go in and film some stuff for our Fill Your Funnel members. We're going to start filling our funnels with amazing prospects of people who want to give you money, who you can serve, and it's going to be awesome. So thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look at our funnel hacking projects. You can also watch the Funnel Hacker online reality show and watch us build and launch funnels live at www.funnelhacker.tv. If you'd like to come hang out with your fellow funnel hackers, come join our Facebook group at www.projectclickfunnels.com. Oh yeah, and don't forget, you can get a free MP3 player with the first 257 episodes preloaded at marketinginyourcar.com. Join us next time, and remember, you're just one funnel away from your dreams.